11 o'clock. With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-296-6868. That's 800-296-6868.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Chicago Bulls fell short in Houston yesterday, losing to the Rockets 119-113. In the loss for the Bulls, Trey Jones with 34 points and 7 assists. Chicago is now 18-21 on the season. The Bulls are back in action tonight at home against the Utah Jazz. Chicago Blackhawks are back in action tomorrow when the Blackhawks play at home against Calgary. Chicago has dropped 2 of its last 3 contests. The Bears are set to play on Sunday night at Soldier Field when the Bears host the Rams in the divisional round of the playoffs. The winner will advance to the NFC title game against the Seahawks or 49ers. Those two meet in Seattle Saturday night.
The sports update brought to you by Progressive. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chris Campbell on WRMN, the talk of the town.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice stream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice stream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, snow showers and patchy blowing snow before 2 p.m. with mostly cloudy skies. High near 29, with temperatures falling to around 20 in the afternoon. Gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12. Currently, it is 21 degrees with clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Welcome, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We are broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the listeners, the community, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us here. I am your host, Matt McNeil, here, taking you into the 11 o'clock and the 12 o'clock hour here on Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is now a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com. So thank you to St. Joseph Hospital for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. We hope you're enjoying this lovely morning here today. As you know, it is Out to Lunch, so we do like to talk about local businesses and organizations, and we also do like to touch base with talking about food. As you know, it's called Out to Lunch, right? So not only is it, of course, different services, but also those restaurant businesses. And let me tell you, folks, there are some beautiful, fantastic local staples in the community of the Fox River Valley area. Now, as we know, January and February are definitely the months where a lot of different villages, towns, and cities are developing their restaurant weeks. Now, restaurant weeks, of course, are held within that week, a specific time-framed week where there are local businesses within that community that do participate. They have specials, maybe they have a little bit of a scavenger hunt to do, and things like that too. So every year there is a restaurant week, and we like to pinpoint this every year here on the Out to Lunch show, talking about them as well. So I want to introduce you to here. We have Danielle Tufano with us. She is the Aurora's Downtown Economic Development Manager. She's calling into the station here to talk with us about Aurora's Restaurant Week starting this weekend. Thanks so much for joining us today, Danielle.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you are so welcome. So, Danielle, tell us a little bit here to start us off. What is Aurora's Restaurant Week? What inspired the city to bring this event back for a second year?
Well, thank you for having me on. Aurora Restaurant Week is an opportunity for residents and visitors to explore some of the amazing and unique things that our culinary community has to offer. So we know that this time of the year is usually super cold, and the idea of going out of the house isn't really appealing, maybe as it was back in the summer, especially when we have these surprise, snow flurries like we did this morning. But Our restaurants are offering specials and deals sort of to incentivize people to get out and support the Aurora restaurant community when you might want to stay bundled up at home. So last year was definitely a pilot program for this with the city of Aurora. We wanted to see how the community interacted with Aurora Restaurant Week, and it was a huge success. Residents loved it, visitors loved it, restaurants loved it, and with more people being out and about, even our retail community benefited in many circumstances.
That's awesome. Now, this year's event is described as being, quote, bigger than ever. So what's new or expanded for 2026 compared to last year?
So one of the things that I like the most about working for the city of Aurora is that we're always trying to find areas of improvement or ways that we can benefit our community and businesses even more than previously. And I think that because last year was such a success with Aurora Restaurant Week, we have some new options that are being added to the list of participating restaurants, which makes this even more exciting. So some of the new options this year include Foreign Exchange Brewing Company here in the downtown, where they're offering 2 beers and your choice of some delicious food on the menu for $20. Tapville in the Fox Valley Mall offering $3 off any drink order while you sip and walk around and shop. And then right here, one of our newest restaurants in the downtown, Touche French Creole, they're offering a prefix menu and even small cakes. I mean, they're doing a 6-pack of cupcakes and get 2 free, which is so dangerous, but so delicious.
Oh, my goodness. You're already making me hungry. I haven't had lunch yet. That's the point, though, folks. This is the way to go here. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, folks, I do have all of this up on the screen. The participating restaurants, there are quite a few here, too. I mean, you get something for everyone. You've got Massiano's for the Italian flair. You've got, of course, Foreign Exchange Brewing if you do love brewing. If you like Greek dining, there's Basil's Greek. There's Art House, Amore Mio. I mean, there's a whole lot of different things. And like you said, the new one, Touche French Creole, that New Orleans style, which is pretty cool too. So you've got a lot of different options here for folks. And it's really cool too when you're able to walk downtown and there's one restaurant and right next door there's another one, or a couple walks down, a couple businesses down. So it's nice that you have this option for people to be able to go to downtown and also being able to explore the whole downtown area. That's the great benefit of having this event too, is not only are you exploring these local restaurants, but in between walks, you also get to see other places too that are local in the city of Aurora.
Exactly. There's so much that the city of Aurora has to offer.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit here. Can you explain how the prefix menus and exclusive discounts work and why there's such a great opportunity, of course, for diners out there?
We really encouraged our restaurant community to get creative this year, and some of the participating locations have that prefix menu, which is multiple courses or dishes that are regularly featured on their menu but at a discounted price. And then there's some locations that are offering just a flat discount on your bill to come and experience what they have to offer. And Aurora Restaurant Week really is that opportunity to try out some of these delicious Aurora restaurants and the choices that they have to offer at a price that's a little bit easier on your wallet.
Absolutely. What's great, too, is to quote Mayor John Leish saying, quote, Aurora has such a diverse selection of delicious restaurants. And we are seeing this here with the city of Aurora, that there is a rapid growth in the culinary scene. Is that something you've noticed, too?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think it was kind of one of those domino effect type things. Mm-hmm. We have had some really great administrations over the past 10 or 20 years that have really saw the importance in economic development and supporting our business community. And Mayor Lash, our current mayor, too, really wants to support that as well and make sure that specifically our small businesses feel supported.
Absolutely. Now, tell us a little bit here, too. How can participating restaurants benefit beyond just increased foot traffic during January 20th to February 3rd timeframe?
So some restaurants use Aurora Restaurant Week as an opportunity to try new menu items. Like, example, you mentioned them earlier, Art House here in downtown Aurora. They're coming up with a unique Restaurant Week menu where we all benefit. And I say that because everything on their menu is always delicious, so I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to offer mouth-watering options. Not only does the general increased foot traffic help these businesses, but the goal is to expose these culinary options to people who may not have ever visited before or maybe weren't planning on to until they heard about Restaurant Week. So it's kind of full circle with economic development and eating some delicious food.
Absolutely. Now, tell us from your own personal experience, what are some of the culinary options that you love the most and that you're looking forward to trying out this year?
You are like trying to get me to pick my favorite child. It really depends. So I am a big fan of a lot of the restaurants in our downtown. Art House has one of my favorite burgers. Even if you go to Giordino, Trattoria, and Pizzeria, they have amazing oven wood fire pizzas. But as you explore outside of the downtown to get more of diverse options, Black Pepper Lounge, one of our Indian restaurants in Aurora. So with me specifically, my taste buds change every day. One day I'm in the mood for Indian. One day I'm in the mood for Italian or Mexican. And that's what's great about Aurora Restaurant Week is that just about everything that you have a taste for and at every budget, you can find it.
Absolutely. And folks, if you're watching on YouTube here too, go to their website. That's aurora.il.us. And you can scroll down and you can see an actual physical map of where these places are pinpointed and located. And then there's also the participating restaurants. You can customize it through A through Z. There's even the Community Feedback Survey 2025. And it goes in and it shows a picture, just like a still image of maybe a part of the restaurant or also maybe some of their food options with a little bit of a short description so that you can be encouraged to actually go out there and try it out for yourself too. What's great about this also is for those of you who are new to Aurora, maybe you've just moved, this is a great way to start the year and to explore these different culinary options and supporting local businesses too. I know that a lot of local businesses took quite a hit back in 2020 with the pandemic, and so this is a great way to really start to continue to bring them up and to rise them up and give them the recognition that they deserve too. So this is a great opportunity, folks, to check it out. And Danielle, I thank you so much for joining us today here on WRMN to talk about it with us.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Of course. And before we let you go, where can listeners find a full list of participating restaurants or maybe on social media?
So AuroraRestaurantWeek.com, we have there a full list of participating restaurants. New options are actually being added daily. I'm getting emails from Aurora area restaurants saying, can I get added? Can I get added? So even if you check it today, tomorrow there's probably going to be some new options on there. So AuroraRestaurantWeek.com.
Very good. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck to you and, of course, City of Aurora as well.
Have a great day, Matt. We hope to see you at Aurora Restaurant Week.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Thanks again, Danielle. All right. That was Danielle calling in here to talk about Aurora's Restaurant Week starting this weekend, January 20th through till February 3rd. You can enjoy lots of different delicious choices. Oh my goodness, it is the second annual event here. It's the highly anticipated second annual event. Now, whether you're looking for local or whether you are actually local or you're visiting, this is an exciting culinary experience. Now, you can also check out, they have a YouTube video also posted on a YouTube that does tell you, and it shows you a little bit about this as well too. So it's good to take a look at that if you want to watch that. They've got some nice music to go with it. I love it. Diverse mix of global cuisines. You've got so many delicious options. Inventive American dishes. Look at that. Whoever put that together, kudos. Very good job. I love that. That is fantastic. So again, thank you, Danielle, for joining us today here on Out to Lunch. And thank you to City of Aurora for putting on this amazing upcoming event, Aurora's Restaurant Week. So you don't want to miss out on this great opportunity to get some good nibbles and, of course, to support the local community. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after these messages.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp 'em all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Hi, this is Sue with Newman's Corner Pub in Hampshire, Illinois. Are you looking for the perfect hangout spot? Swing by Newman's Corner Pub right at the corner of 72 and State Street in Hampshire. Enjoy fantastic drinks, live music, and a fun crowd that makes every visit special. Test your luck with our hot slots and our Queen of Hearts drawing every Saturday at 3 p.m. Challenge your friends to darts or pool while you're here. Newman's Corner Pub, where every day feels like a weekend. Visit us at Route 72 and State Street in Hampshire. That's Newman's Corner Pub, your new favorite spot.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We're talking about food and restaurants here during the start of the 11 o'clock hour. We just had Danielle with us on here, Aurora's Downtown Economic Development Manager, discussing with us about Aurora's Restaurant Week. Back again for this year, 2026. Second year that they are hosting this, too. So if you want to check it out, support those local businesses, check it out for more information. It's returning January 20th through till February 3rd. You can also find them on their Facebook page, City of Aurora IL government page. They do have a list of, kind of what to expect. Over 60 restaurants are participating in the event. Well, that's what they did last year. It makes Aurora one of the top participating suburbs in the region. And all food and beverage businesses in Aurora, including those coffee shops, cafes, and bakeries, are also eligible to participate in this year's program. There's still time to sign up if you want to check it out for more information. Visit their website, aurora.il.us. And again, they posted a quote from Mayor John Leish saying, quote, Aurora has such a diverse selection of delicious restaurants. We're excited to host Aurora's Restaurant Week again this year, allowing both residents and visitors to experience the incredible variety of dining options that our city has to offer. And it's true, there are a lot of different places around the area. And like I also mentioned here too, not only are you checking out these restaurants and exploring them, but along the way you pass other businesses too. So this is a really great marketing strategy for a lot of other local businesses that are kitty corner or attached to these other local restaurants that are participating, is you also get to say, hey, you know what? I just had lunch at this place. I'm seeing next door that there is a resale shop, or maybe there's a home insurance agency that's local right next door there too. So you also get to embark on the journey and view other different local businesses that are along the way as well. So again, this is coming up. It's starting this weekend, January 20th. Well, not really even this week. It was be starting next week, January 20th, and it runs through till February 3rd. So check out their website for more information. That is aurora.il.us. Following another restaurant week that's coming up, starting over the weekend on Saturday, is Geneva's Restaurant Week. Now, we do have a scheduled interview coming up here with Elisa Reamer, who's the communications coordinator. She's going to be coming into the station along with the owner of Stockholm's Brew Pub in Geneva, which is a hotspot in the downtown Geneva area. They offer their monthly specials, and the owner, Michael, will be coming in to talk about his experience with Geneva Restaurant Week and what they're going to be doing new this year, too. So not only is it we're talking with the coordinator, the communications coordinator on this event, but also a participating business that is participating with this Restaurant Week as well. So you get that really more even in-depth detail and insight onto what they experience and kind of get you a little taste on what they have to offer too. It's a fantastic place to go to from my own experience, especially their bacon burgers are very good. Yes. So that's Geneva's Restaurant Week, including Elisa and Michael coming into the station. That is on Friday at 11 o'clock. So that'll be for the first half hour, roughly so, of the Out to Lunch segment on the condensed show that we have. That's 11 to 12 is when I have Out to Lunch. That's on Friday. So it's a shorter show, but we'll definitely be discussing that with them too. So I'm looking forward to it. We also do have set up for next week as well. I just got the confirmation. I sent it over, of course, to Sue and Elliot. We've got some of the Girl Scouts coming on at 8 o'clock during the morning show. That will be on Tuesday, the 20th. That'll be at the 8 o'clock hour, so that should be a good time. So don't miss out on that great experience. We still have the box. We haven't opened it yet of the Girl Scout cookies, so we'll be doing that on the air coming up on Tuesday the 20th at the 8 o'clock hour, so stay tuned for that. That'll be a good time. They're going to try to get some of the Girl Scouts actually into the station as well, so looking forward to that too. We're trying to bring more content here, local content on WRMN, interviews, and more. Please feel free to reach out to us if you might want to be interested in doing this. You can reach out to us today at 847-741-7700. Of course, you can email me or any of us here, our names followed by at WRMN1410.com. Share with us your experiences. Share with us, of course, what's happening locally in the area. We want to keep you in tune and up to date with all of that. I also wanted to mention here, too, Morning Show was a lovely tribute to the now late George Rawlinson. Of course, many of you all know, of course, he did pass away last night. And he was a wonderful guy, too. It's something that really always stood out to me with his kindness to everyone in the community, no matter what you believed in as well, too. That was always something that really stood out to me about him. Always had a smile on his face, even when he was struggling. And, of course, he may be gone, but he's most definitely not forgotten as well too. I know that he used to always ask me how my parents were doing. He had never even met my mom before. He always asked how she was doing because he would listen in and he'd hear me mention. I've only mentioned it really a couple times on the air, not even a whole lot, but that really showed that he was always listening in. That my mom had surgery not too long ago, and so she's still kind of in that recovery there. It's taking her some time, but she's doing well. She's making progress. And he always asked, how is she doing? She always asked my dad, how is your dad doing too? And your brother always asked, how's Ryan doing? And always shook my hand and was just always very kind too. So always very nice. I last saw him. It was at had a little party with Dino. That was fun. He was there for just a little bit, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the moments I had with him. I never really sat down and had a really long conversation with him, like, 20, 30 minutes or so. But even just the times that I did see him, shake his hand and say hello was always very pleasant, always very pleasant. And so I always talk about that too. My parents always said, oh gosh, that George, he's so nice. He's one of the nicest guys I've met. So, and we mean that full-heartedly too. So rest in peace, George. We love you. You are not forgotten. You are not forgotten for sure. With that being said, we're going to take our quick time out. When we come back, of course, we'll go through the weather and temperatures. We'll also go through our sunny skies, inspirational story of the day today. We'll go through some other things too. What's the word of the day, the National Day calendar that we can recognize, celebrate, and enjoy. We'll see maybe if we have a little time for a conversation story today. We'll see if we've got that time. Other than that, I really want to hone in this month here on talking about those local businesses and what they are doing. There's fun things that you can do starting here, continuing on your new year, 2026. So stay tuned for that and more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Progressive. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com. And let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. Today, snow showers and patchy blowing snow before 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 29. Temperatures falling to around 20 in the afternoon. Gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12. It feels like 1. Currently, it is 22 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We're serving you, the listeners, the Fox River Valley area. We've been talking about Aurora's Restaurant Week and some delicious food. It's getting into the lunchtime segment here, folks, as you know it. So we're getting a little hungry here. Taking a look, what do we have for the weather and temperatures for today? I still have yet to read that to you, folks. It is a high of 22 degrees for today. We did have quite a bit of the breeze last night. Our power actually went out last night at our home because I woke up and my LED lights that are remote LED lights were on. And I was like, wait a minute. I know for a fact I did not leave these lights on. So must be a reaction to the power going on. And I know why, because I have those switches on. I need to turn those switches off. That's why. And you turn it off with the remote. The switch is still on though. So that's probably why it happened. But anyway, it is a high of 22, windy and snowy. The roads are starting to clear up a bit now too. It was definitely, I wouldn't say it was super rough getting here to work, but I definitely did drive slower. Better safe than sorry, right? I think a lot of, there's some people that really try to speed because they have that car that's able to withhold on the snow, right? And I'm like, yeah, no, you can pass me. That's totally fine. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to slip. But it is a high of 22 degrees for today. It's definitely very chilly out. The wind speed has died down a little bit. It is going to get colder for tonight. We see a low of 12 degrees in that forecast. For Thursday, tomorrow on the 15th, cloudier skies with mainly cloudy during the afternoon. We see a high of 24 degrees and a low of 21. About an inch of snow is expected coming up here. That's for Thursday night with a low of 21. Friday rolls around. It does say a high of 36, which is going to be pretty nice, but we do see about a 30% chance of snow. Then it does drop down to a low of 12 degrees. It is going to be pretty much mainly cloudy throughout the day. Now, once we get into the weekend, it's going to be chilly. Make sure you're bundled up this weekend if you're going out. We see a high of 14 degrees for Saturday, overcast skies. We see it dropping down to a low of 3 degrees coming up, mostly cloudy, and that's going to be for Saturday night. Sunday rolls around. We see a high of 14 degrees, a mixture of clouds and sun early, and then it does become cloudy later in the day. A few flurries or snow showers are possible. And then it does drop down to a low of 3 degrees, cloudy skies early, becoming partly cloudy later at night. So that's for Sunday. Next week, Monday, even chillier out, a high of only 8 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy with a few flurries or snow showers possible. It goes down to a low of 0 for Monday night, which you know what it means. It's probably going to go even lower than that, or at least feel colder. Tuesday the 20th, it is going to be another chilly day. However, we start to see more sunshine, pretty much nice and sunny throughout the whole day. We do see a little bit of some clouds coming through for Tuesday night with a low of 11 degrees. Wednesday rolls around. We see a high of 26 and a low of 16. That's going to be partly cloudy skies. That's going to be for the forecast for the rest of this week and also into next week. So check out more information. That's at the Weather Channel's website. That's weather.com. It is also Wine Down Wednesday, so we're going to be discussing during the 12 o'clock hour the wines of the month on Fox Valley Magazine. What are some good places to get some good wine on this Wine Down Wednesday? It is also a theater performance day today. On Wednesdays, I do like to pinpoint and recognize those theatrical performances and venues and things that are coming up too, so we'll definitely discuss that as well during the later part of the 12 o'clock hour. And then, of course, we also do have our Tradio segment at 12:30. So if you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce in the Fox River Valley area, spring is coming up in March. Maybe you want to start that spring cleaning a little early, or spring adding too. Get a spring in your step to start adding some cool items that you're looking for. That's the time to call in at 847-931-1410. This is our inspirational story of the day, posted today by a user by the name of DeSecops. Interesting. This is titled, Found a Little Girl's Wallet Yesterday. Didn't expect this. Yesterday, I was walking home and spotted a wallet on the sidewalk. Opened it out of curiosity, and inside were photos of a little girl I didn't know, some drawings, and a note that said, if found, please help me smile today. I managed to track down the owner. There wasn't an ID, but there was a library card and a school name written on one of the drawings. A single dad named Raj. He was panicking because his daughter's birthday was tomorrow and she'd lost her, quote, special wallet with all her little treasures. I handed it back thinking I'd just get a simple thank you. Instead, he gave me a tiny origami crane his daughter had made and said, "Now you're part of the happiness chain." Honestly, for the first time in weeks, I felt genuinely seen. That's a nice story there. A tiny little origami crane. That's so cute that his daughter made. So that's pretty cool. Nice little wallet there that ended up passing on some happiness, which is great. So you can check this out and more posted. That is on sunnyskies.com. Taking a look, what do we have for our word of the day today? It is a verb. We have done this all before. Delegate. Yes, delegate. Delegate is the word of the day today. To delegate something such as control, responsibility, authority, or job or duty is to trust someone else to do it. Trust someone else with it, right? We're going to delegate. We're going to have somebody else do it. Those tasks can be delegated to someone else as an example how it's used in a sentence. There's times when we have to delegate last minute, right? We've got this one thing we have to do. Darn, I forgot. I got to do this other thing. Well, let me ask if maybe someone else can do it, right? Or maybe then pay the favor back afterwards. Vice versa, things like that. Working together. But yes, delegating. Delegate is the word of the day today, recognized on January 14th. And you can find more information on it on the Merriam-Webster's dictionary website. But yes, delegating something is to trust someone else with it. Especially like the story, trusting someone with that little girl's wallet to return it. So there you go. What are some days recognized today on the National Day calendar? Well, if you do enjoy dressing up your fur babies, then this is a day for you and your fur babies to celebrate. It is National Dress Up Your Pet Day today. This is a special day to celebrate with your pet, show off their fashion style. Hey, folks, if you're tuning in and you've got any fur babies, any fur loved ones in your family that you dress up, feel free to text us 505-926-1410 on National Dress Up Your Pet Day and share with us some pictures, maybe even some videos. Maybe you dress up your pet for Halloween. Maybe you make your cute little poodle wear a nice little scarf or something. Just something cute like that. Dress up your pet day. I have a really cute picture, and this is just kind of a little one here of my dog Duncan, and he's wearing a little babushka. And he is just so adorable. I want to see if I can find it. So, but it is such a cute picture. I found it. Wait, where is it? I lost it. But dressing up your pet is it could be a fun thing to do as long as they like doing it, you know. But here, I don't know if you can see it on my screen. My screen, there he is. If you're watching on YouTube, that was from a couple years ago. My dog Duncan, dressing him up, put a little scarf on him, a little babushka. There he is. Yes, a little babushka. That's cute. That's so cute. I love him so much. Oh my goodness. So, if you dress up your pet, if you want to send over any pictures, feel free to do so. That is 505-926-1410. It is National Dress Up Your Pet Day today. In terms of food, as it is the Out to Lunch segment, today is National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day today. Now, I've never had a pastrami sandwich. Sounds pretty good. Now, what it is, it's a delicatessen meat. Pastrami is usually made from beef, though others make their pastrami sandwich with pork, mutton, or turkey. Before refrigeration, butchers originally created pastrami as a way to preserve the meat. Now, to make this dish, they place the raw meat in brine, then they partially dried it out and season it with various different herbs and spices to be smoked and steamed. So there are, of course, some good restaurants that you can get some pastrami sandwiches if you want to check it out for more information on that. Looks like a delicious sandwich to have. I've never tried a pastrami before. At least I'm not quite sure if I have. You can even just look up places that offer pastramis near me, and you'll be able to find them. Top hottest pastrami sandwich places to go to. So there's a couple different places. The Corned Beef Factory in Franco's Cucina, Cucina, often listed among the top pastrami spots in Elgin. Big Angie's Eatery is another one in the Chicago suburbs area. McAllister's Deli, I know, does sell them too. I know that's a popular place to go to. Capri Deli and Pizza, a deli option in the vicinity of Elgin. So there's a lot of good places that you can go to get some of these delicious sub sandwiches. Fix Sandwich Shop in Barrington does have some tasty options. Maybe if you go to A&G's or McAllister's, like I said, they have those pastrami's out there for you to enjoy. So that's a day to recognize and celebrate. You can find this and more posted on nationaltoday.com. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about how 2026 is an exciting year for space. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Kids today live in a world full of social pressure, bullying, and substance abuse. LEAD has a solution. LEAD connects law enforcement agencies with schools to deliver tested, proven, and effective anti-drugs and violence training to kids. Learn more about LEAD, Law Enforcement Against Drugs and Violence, and our work to create safer, healthier communities at leadrugs.org or on social media at We Are LEAD. Sponsored by LEAD Inc.
Enjoying a healthy dinner that tastes great means eating out at a pricey restaurant, right? Wrong. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers are delicious and healthy. The Tray and Tray steam technology delivers crisp veggies and tender protein in tasty selections, like Healthy Choice Simply Steamers grilled chicken and broccoli Alfredo. It's a satisfying meal with 28 grams of protein and nothing artificial. Healthy Choice Simply Steamers. What having it all tastes like.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today and being a part of the conversation with us here. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? Well, St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's for hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, They use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you to heal faster and to get back to those activities that you love. And that's not all. Of course, they have their comprehensive rehabilitation services that'll ensure that you'll have the expert support every step of the way from surgery through recovery. So trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, now a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. Thank you to St. Joseph Hospital located in Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. They did receive America's Greatest Workplaces in Healthcare by Newsweek in 2025. Congratulations to them on that. And of course, they are hiring, exploring some rewarding career opportunities for folks out there who want to help those in need. So check out more information, stjosephelgin.com. They're located at 77 North Airlight Street in Elgin. Now, of course, 2026 has been an interesting year to start already in the world, right? There's been a lot of different events that have been happening. There's been uncertainty with this and that and another thing, right? Always seems to be this person clashing over with this other person. And, you know, you hear a lot about it in the news and such, right? And of course, it is good to take it seriously and to ponder on it and to question it and to, understand it, right? That's very important. But of course, we also do want to talk about some exciting things. And from a new flagship space telescope to lunar exploration, global cooperation and competition will make 2026 an exciting year for space. This was posted today, just a couple hours ago, by author Grant Tremblay. He's a federal astrophysicist and external relations lead at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory. That's at the Smithsonian Institution. So let's read a little bit on this article. In 2026, astronauts will travel around the moon for the first time since the Apollo era. Powerful new space telescopes will prepare to survey billions of galaxies, and multiple nations will launch missions aimed at finding habitable worlds, water on the moon, and clues on how our solar system formed. Together, these launches will mark a turning point on how humanity studies the universe and how nations cooperate and compete beyond Earth. Coming from one of the world's largest astrophysical research industries, the author here, Grant, can tell you the anticipation across the global space science community is definitely, quote, electric. So he starts off by talking about mapping the cosmos at unprecedented scales. Several of the most ambitious missions slated for launch in 2026 share a common goal to map the universe on the largest possible scales and reveal how planets as well as galaxies and the largest cosmic structures evolved over so many years, the billions of years. The centerpiece of this effort is NASA's Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope. Construction completed on the Roman telescope in December at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, and if all goes well, could launch as early as fall of 2026. So this is something new that they've got. Now he writes here, quote, what makes Roman more special than NASA's other flagship space telescopes is not just what it'll see, what it'll capture, but how much of the sky it can actually see all at once, too. So it's kind of like a camera lens where it's trying to capture what can be seen via light and the bouncing off of light here and there. It sounds like this telescope is quite a bit largely pixelated. It even says 300 megapixel camera will be able to capture regions of the sky about 100 times larger than, for example, the Hubble Space Telescope's field of view, while also still maintaining those comparable sharpness like switching from studying individual tiles to surveying the entire mosaic at once. I'm telling you, technology has really grown. And I think we're also going to be seeing some AI implemented into these different studies too, if we haven't already. Now, the article does go a little bit further into explaining more on the Roman telescope here that's soon to possibly be launched in fall of 2026. It is expected to discover more than 100,000 distant exoplanets, map billions of galaxies strewn across the cosmic time, and help scientists probe dark matter and dark energy, the invisible scaffolding and mysterious forces that together account for 95% of the cosmos. That's according to another conversation story by Chris Empey back in December of 2025 last year. It also says here, too, that Roman also carries a coronagraph, a Pathfinder instrument that can block out a star's blinding light to directly photograph planets that are orbiting around it. The technology could pave the way for future missions like NASA's planned Habitable Worlds Observatory, capable of searching for signs of life on Earth-like worlds. Now, that can be kind of a scary thing, too, for a lot of people. You know, if we actually end up seeing life, are there going to be conspiracy theories? They're going to be, of course, you're going to see a lot of that, too. But this is what is happening. We're starting to really see this, pun intended, take off in the science world here. And over in Europe, the European Space Agency's Plato mission, short for Planetary Transit and Oscillations of Stars mission, is scheduled to launch in December of 2026. So less than a year from now, about 11 months from now. And that's going to be aboard Europe's new Ariane 6 rocket, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Plato will monitor about 200,000 stars using an array of 26 different cameras, searching for small rocky planets in their stars' habitable zones, which also determines those ages of the different stars, too, that they'll be able to do. So again, it's all about using this technology. It's observing what's there. And a lot of these professionals, of course, know what they're doing. They're studying what they're seeing. They're relating it to what they already know. They're making those hypotheses. And they're doing a lot of work with it, too. So it's very fascinating, especially in a technological standpoint. But especially, there's so much that we still don't know what's out there, right? And for China, 2026 is expected to mark a milestone from a different kind. The launch of its first large flagship space telescope dedicated to astrophysics. The Yunatan Space Telescope, also known as the Chinese Space Station Telescope, is currently expected to launch in late 2026. Yunatan that's actually, I think the correct pronunciation is Yunatan, will survey enormous regions in the sky with image quality comparables to the Hubble's, but with a field of view of more than 300 times larger. So again, we're seeing a lot of this. The article then goes into more detail talking about global milestones in human spaceflight, while robotic observatories quietly expand our view of the cosmos. 2026 will also mark a major step forward for human spaceflight that we're seeing here too. And across the globe, India is actually preparing to reach a similarly historic milestone as well too. Through the Gaganyaan program, they're planning a series of unscrewed test flights in 2026. So we're seeing a lot of different things. We might be able to find a little bit, possibly more on the origins of geology of the moon and Mars. The sun's solar system, what we're going to be seeing more with that, the global stakes. So there's a lot of things that are coming to fruition here, things that are currently in the works. And Grant here, the author, says, having spent his career studying the universe, he sees 2026 as a year that reflects both the rivalries and the shared ambitions of space exploration today. Competition, of course, is real, but so is cooperation at a scale that would have been so hard to imagine generations ago. So from the search of habitable worlds across distant stars to plans of returning humans to the moon, the work is definitely a global one because we all live on the planet and the sky is shared by all of us here. So it's an exciting time. I'm looking forward to keeping you all up to date on this too. I'm curious to see if maybe you might be interested in finding more information on this. Check out more information. This is a recent article posted today by theconversation.com. Stay tuned for more on Out to Lunch. WRMN will be back with more in just a bit.
Does your car need a shine? At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they make it quick, easy, and spotless every time. And they're open 24/7 for your convenience. Right now, get a free car wash just for joining their text club. Text BRITT to 30400 and enjoy a free car wash. Visit Britain's Touchless Car Wash at 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin or at 555 Willow in West Dundee. Britain's, caring for your car while caring for our community.
The road ahead can be unpredictable, but with the right partner, you're always moving forward. At Heartland Bank in Hampshire, we're with you. Every milestone. From savings to small business lending, we offer local decisions and personal service that gets you where you're going. Stop in at 819 Warner Street or call 847-683-4444. Heartland Bank, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-296-6868. That's 800-296-6868.
Progressive Insurance presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Trey Jones with 34 points, but it wasn't enough for the Bulls. They fell in Houston to the Rockets Tuesday night, 119-113. Jones also had 7 assists. Jalen Smith, 14 points and 9 rebounds. Bulls have now dropped 4 of 5. They return home to Chicago to face the Utah Jazz tonight. The Blackhawks, they're home Thursday hosting the Calgary Flames. It continues a 4-game homestand. Chicago coming off a loss to Edmonton. They played that game without Connor Bedard, who was out with an illness. NFL, the playoffs continuing for the Bears. Sunday at Soldier Field, they'll host Matt Stafford and the LA Rams. The Bears coming off a victory against Green Bay in the wild card round. They have the 3rd best rushing offense in the league, while the Rams beat Carolina in their playoff opener, and they're putting up over 30 points per game, best in the NFL. The sports update brought to you by Progressive. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chris Campbell on WRMN, the talk of the town.
Your holiday decor is down and suddenly your house looks very January. Kohl's can help you bring the spark back. No twinkle lights needed. Save on bedding that feels like a snow day. Decor that'll boost the mood. And Shark vacuums because, yes, you're still finding pine needles. Get an extra 15% off some of your faves store-wide. And beat those winter blahs at Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends January 25th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to Shark. See store or Kohls.com for details.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
To 2023. That's well short of the 5.2 million annual pace that's historically been the norm. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
People on the Hawaiian island of Maui are bracing for the possible end to FEMA rental assistance for people displaced by a massive wildfire in 2023. Those fires killed more than 100 people.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Progressive. Today, snow showers and patchy blowing snow before 2 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 29. Temperatures falling to around 20 in the afternoon. Gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12. It feels like 1. Currently, it is 22 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Start your weekend right with Dino's Night Out, Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino covers what's hot across the Fox Valley, from live shows to food fests and everything in between. Proudly sponsored by the legendary Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Your home for unforgettable concerts, comedy, and more. Tune in on WRMN 1410 AM or stream at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, your guide to the weekend vibe.
Welcome to WRMN, your trusted voice in the Fox River Valley for over 75 years. We bring you fact-based news, good faith discussions, and entertainment that brings people together. From national headlines to local stories, WRMN is your home for thoughtful dialogue and community engagement. No matter the time of day, where you're listening from, or who you are always welcome here. Thanks for making us a part of your day. This is the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here of Out to Lunch, or on Out to Lunch here on WRMN, AM 1410. We hope that you're enjoying this afternoon time. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us. It is a little bit of an overcast day, a little bit breezy. Some of those snow showers, just a little bit of flurries that are kind of nice and daintily coming down here over the skies, over us. And the roads are starting to clear up a little bit here too, so that's pretty nice. Of course, if you do want to take a little look at the traffic report for any incidents and things like that, you can find it. It's on travelmidwest.com. Again, travelmidwest.com for anything that might be in that area. Now, if you are planning on traveling into Elk Grove Village off 90, it does look like there is an incident there. Southbound Elmhurst Road and I-90 in Des Plaines. Cook, there is a breakdown, it says. So the estimated end time is unknown. That did start about an hour ago. So if you want to maybe bypass that area, that is recommended there, it does say. But again, there is a little bit, there's some various lanes that are closed, which means, of course, that traffic is going to, be a little bit on the heavier side. But that's posted more so locally out a little further from the Fox River Valley area, but still kind of in that area too. There's also an incident in Downers Grove as well. Looks like this recently happened. Also, westbound I-88 Ronald Reagan Memorial Tollway at Highland Avenue, there was a crash. It does look like here that is where one lane is blocked of 4. And it does look like the estimated end time will be in about roughly 20 minutes or so. But that did start about 20 minutes ago. So there is that westbound I-88 crash that did happen. If you want to find more information, go to travelmidwest.com. You can find more information on that. And then anything else that's coming up too. Taking a look at the weather and temperatures, today is that high of 22 degrees. It is a chillier day outside. Current temperatures as I'm speaking right now in the Elgin area, is 22. Now, it does say it feels about 0 degrees outside because it is chilly. We have those much chillier wind speeds that are currently right now going on. It is going to be dropping down to 12 degrees later for tonight. Tomorrow is a high of 24. We see partly cloudy skies in the morning, giving way to some cloudier skies during the afternoon. It drops down to only about 21 degrees coming up for Thursday night tomorrow. We do see about an inch of snow expected. Now, that's going to be, again, a low of about 21 degrees for tomorrow. Tonight, it is going to clear up, so that's going to be pretty nice. For Friday, we see here cloudy skies with a few snow showers later in the day. That high is accumulating to be at about 36. We see about a 30% chance of snow. We see it dropping down to a low of about 12 degrees coming up. That is for Friday night. Scattered snow showers during the evening are coming up. That's for Friday. So that's going to be a low of about 12 degrees. Let's see here. Heading on into Saturday, we see cloudy, overcast with a high of 14. It does drop down to a low of about 3 degrees coming up, and that's going to be for Saturday night. For Sunday, we see a mixture of clouds and sun early, and then it does become cloudy later in the day. A few flurries or snow showers are possible. We see a high of 14 degrees and a low of 3 degrees coming up. That's cloudier skies. That's for Sunday night. Heading on into Monday the 19th, we see a partly to mostly cloudy forecast with a high of 8 and a low of 0. Tuesday is a high of 16 and a low of 11 degrees, sunny along with a few clouds from time to time. And then it does say for Wednesday, a week from today, we see a high of about 26, partly cloudy skies with a low of 16 degrees, a few clouds from time to time. So that's what we're seeing here pretty much for the rest of this week and also into next week. You can find more information posted that is on the Weather Channel's website. You are listening to Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is now a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more. It is Wednesday. It is a Wine Down Wednesday today. Now, of course, we also do have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That'll be coming up later today at the 1 o'clock hour. It is a Wednesday. Of course, you know it. He's going to be having the wine report with the Affordable Wine Report. That's with Larry Lipson talking about those affordable wines under $20. So stay tuned for that coming up during the 1 o'clock hour. But with that being said, we also do want to go through the wines of the month for January of 2026. These are some wine selections available at local wine stores and wineries all around the Fox River Valley area. This was posted a couple days ago by Fox Valley Magazine. So let's hop on into these delicious curated wines. So starting off here is a delicious bottle. This is known as the Domaine Elena de Mendoza. Now the price on this is $26. It's a de-alcoholized sparkling rosé wine. Alcohol is removed at low temperatures through vacuum distillation, preserving the wine's aromas, flavor, and that freshness. It also says next, natural rose petals are infused. What that does is, of course, it adds that delicate floral aroma to the official drink. Notes of roses, pear, fresh citrus, and subtle herbal touch will help to give it a little bit of a kick while still being refreshing. You also get those hints of melon, sweet lemon, and an elegant floral finish. Vegan, gluten-free, and 25 calories. Hey, this sounds like a delicious drink to enjoy and not feel too guilty about either. So you can check it out. That's at Geneva Wine Cellars and Tasting Room in Geneva. Very good. And it does say that they were awarded 2025 Silver Drinks Business's Global Low and No Alcohol Wine Masters. They got a silver award. Very nice. The next one on this list, and I'm going to try to pronounce it as best as I can, Dionysus. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a 750 milliliter bottle, Crafted with devotion, their Cabernet Sauvignon is a harmonious blend of medium tannins and rich, deep flavors. The journey of its creation begins in a cold soak. What that does is it extracts the essence of cherry and plum, the vibrant essence of it, actually, with elegant, intertwined, sophisticated hints of dark chocolate. This meticulous process is followed by aging in French oak barrels, which imparts a nuanced medium oak character. This then complements the wine's medium full body and also medium high tannins and medium acidity to perfection. Yes, this you can find at the Geneva Winery and Tasting Room in Geneva. The next one on this list is the 2021 Stella Antica Red Blend. This is from Tuscany. You get the tasting notes of a full-bodied Italian red with aromas of blueberry and blackberry. You don't hear a whole lot of blueberries in those wines. And you also get the notes of black pepper, vanilla, chocolate, and fresh herbs on the palate. The take-home price is $15.98, not too bad. Beautiful bottle there, too, with that nice, looks to be a Victorian picture of a man riding a horse. Very cool. And that's at 64 Wine Bar and Kitchen in Naperville. The next one on this list, this is a nice, simple, and elegant bottle that you can find. It's the Boss Wine Shipwreck. This is a Blaufränkisch. Oh goodness, that did not roll off the tongue very well, but it sounds like it's German. Blaufränkisch Pinot Noir is what it is. It's a fruit coming from 3 different vineyards on Old Mission Peninsula. This is a way to bring brambly fruit and black pepper. Legrain adds a spice and depth, and the Pinot Noir contributes roundness with a subtle texture. Now, you can find this also at Up North Wine Tasting Room in Geneva. So those are the wines of the month. If you want to check out more information on this, you can find them on foxvalleymagazine.com under the dining section, or also go straight to the issue for 2026, January edition, now available. If you flip through those pages, and I've mentioned this here too, you can also hear the pages moving too. I know I mentioned that a lot. It's fun to listen to it that way. But they do have that. And they have a picture of the Boss Wine Shipwreck, which they had a different picture before. So that's available too. But if you want to give it a try, you can. I did talk about the beers of the month already and the dishes of the month. So we have talked about all of them available now. So if you want to check out all the deliciousness, you can't go wrong, by the way, with the roasted pork chops at the Village Squire. That's a good place to go to. So check out these local businesses and organizations serving you, the community, and the Fox River Valley area, tailoring to your needs and to your taste buds. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned. We'll talk more about what are some fantastic local theaters and what they're performing in upcoming events with them, too, on this Wednesday. It's a theatrical Wednesday. I know I could have gone with theatrical Thursday, right? But I chose Wednesday for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's maybe, I don't know. I was trying to think of a play on words with it, and it's not coming to my brain yet. So I'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person. Complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I figured out what to call this because I was like, oh, a theatrical Thursday. No, it's a Wings Wednesday. A Wings Wednesday. Now, if you don't know what wings is, of course, I'm not talking about buffalo wings. I'm talking about the wings of the stage, the left side of the wing left, and the left side, the right side, the wings of the stage, the backstage, the behind the scenes, right? So this is a great way. So this is Wings Wednesday, talking about kind of behind the scenes on different theatrical places to go to and what's coming up here too. So there we go. I think that sounds good, right? Do you think so? Let me know. Do you think that sounds good? Wings Wednesday? I don't know. Let me know. Oh, we've got Greg here in the comments section. He sent a picture. I talked about mentioning dressing up your dog. It's dressing up your pet day today. Hey, Matt, this is Greg. This is our dog, Duchess. When she was just a pup, I love this picture. Oh, my goodness. So cute. All dressed up for the holidays. Duchess looking fabulous. Fantastic. Right next to the tree there, too. I love it. That is such a cute picture. Greg, thanks so much for sharing that with us. Looks like the Duchess is wearing a nice Christmas sweater, and it's not an ugly sweater, by the way. Too, it's a very cute sweater. Sometimes those ugly sweaters can be very cute, I might say. So, Greg, thank you so much for sharing that. Duchess, absolutely beautiful, Duchess. Very nice. I like that picture. That's a cute one. Thanks for sharing, Greg. Let's see here. We've got some of the theatrical performances. What are some of the going-ons? Well, how goes it? What's going on here? Well, the Children's Theater of Elgin has some cool things that are going on. Of course, the 2026-2027 season. I've mentioned them before. Of course, they have Newsies, the Broadway musical, will be coming up in June. The auditions will be in March. You can also check out their field trips, see what's going on there too. They have their weekday educational matinees. So if you're looking for some of that too, you can. They also do offer auditions for different performances. Registration is now open. That is for Disney's Descendants, the musical. It's the auditions will be actually coming up next week. So if you want to check those out, you can. They recently had the musical audition workshop last Saturday. And then March 9th through the 10th, they have the Disney's Newsies auditions that's coming up. That's at the Elgin Community College. That sounds like a lot of fun. Of course, we're going to have them on the air here to get you interested in showing you what's going to be happening there for their different performances. And those will usually be a little bit later at night. So it's little of a later night thing that we've got. So it'll probably be from 7 to 8 because now Apolitical Talk Show is from 7 to 8. So we'll have them on later at night. So that should be a good time. It should be a good time, a nice dinner time segment. Reaching out to them eventually for their next performance which will be in June. Paramount Theater has Dear Evan Hansen coming up here February 4th through till March 22nd. There's excellent availability and good availability available for this performance if you want to check it out. It's called Dear Evan Hansen. I think there was a book about this. An honest and original story for all of us who just want to be seen. 6-time Tony Award winner, including Best Musical, Best Book. I thought it was a book, and a musical and Best Original Score. This is the story. Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be a good day, and here's why. That's how Evan starts every day, writing himself a letter about why it's going to be a good day. A coping mechanism for his lonely, anxious high schooler looking to fit in. It's because of these letters that Evan finds himself telling a well-meaning little white lie that snowballs into a blizzard of untruths. In the end, his unforgettable journey demonstrates that there is a place for everyone to feel loved, accepted, and to be seen, even when you make mistakes. So this is what's coming up here. They've got a beautiful cast, as always, here, and crew. You can check out this and more posted onto ParamountAurora.com. So definitely check that out. That's the latest show that'll be coming up pretty soon. I know they just finished White Christmas as well. That was a pretty good hit. You can also check out their events calendar for more things that are also going to be approaching and coming up too. $1 Million Quartet is officially finished, but will be back again in March. So don't miss out on that. I think it's going to be back in March. Maybe it's February. Double check. I'll have to double check on that because they just finished that one up. I think it's maybe they're back again in February. Maybe it's March. I know they'll be back again, of course. Yes, in March. I figured March 4th is the starting day for that. Some other things that are coming up. Steel Beam Theater has some upcoming shows and events that are just around the corner for you to enjoy. They have a youth tuition link for Youth Cabaret event that's coming up. It's happening January 24th at 7:30. You can get more information on that by going to their website. So it's the youth tuition link. You can also check out their events calendar, see what's coming up here. If anything does come up, I'm not seeing anything for January. February, I'm not seeing much posted on here, but that could just be because it needs to be updated. But if you go to their website at Steel Beam Theater, you can find more information on any of those upcoming shows. The Al Larson Prairie Center for the Arts always has something fun for you to enjoy. You can find their young artists. Check out their Schaumburg Youth Orchestra, which is a great one to check out. Those different concerts that are coming up for the 2026 season. They've got some fun things coming up here, including some for May and also the sooner one in April. There's going to be a Schaumburg Youth Jazz Orchestra, including a spring concert coming up. That's for Sunday, April 26th. I know that they had their holiday ornaments. That's pretty cool. They have a rental event, All Shook Up, coming up on January 23rd from 7 until 9. This event is being presented by an outside organization, they say. They have different shows, Season of the Arts and Entertainment, different projects that are going on here. Gunhild Carling will be on, of course, very soon. Abbey Road Tribute. There's also some other featured comedians and dancers and singers. So check out the whole program list. You can find it. That's at the Prairie Center for the Arts on their Facebook page and on their website. And then, of course, there's also the Elgin Symphony Orchestra that you can enjoy as well. That's elginsymphony.org, located here in Elgin. View all the things that are coming up for their season. They've got some fun things, including Geneva Lewis playing Barber. That'll be coming up on Saturday, February 7th. Some other things that will also be coming up during the summertime, of course, and also in the spring. They always have something looking forward to, of course. So if you go to their concerts and tickets, you can find more information on their calendar list. That's elginsymphony.org. They even have a Valentine's Day dinner with the Elgin Symphony, which sounds like a lot of fun too. So some good stuff that's coming up here. We'll definitely talk with them more about it during this season. Up next, we have our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN, and continuing on to talk more about those local theater performances.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Progressive. The state's Get Covered Illinois program has again extended the deadline to enroll in health insurance through the state's marketplace. Illinois residents now have until January 31st to sign up for coverage beginning February 1st after previous deadlines in December. Illinois Supreme Court Justice Mary Jane Tice has announced her retirement effective January 29th. Tice has served on the High Court since 2010, including a term as Chief Justice. First District Appellate Justice Sanjay Taylor has been appointed to fill her seat through 2028. Illinois casinos reported $169.1 million in adjusted gross revenue last month, up 7.6% from a year ago. Rivers Casino in Des Plaines led the state, while Wind Creek Chicago Southland also saw strong growth. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today. And speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast.
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
This afternoon, scattered snow showers before 2 p.m., then mostly cloudy with a high near 29, temperatures falling to around 20. Gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 12, feeling like 1. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 24. Currently, it is 20 degrees and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome, folks, back to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. It is approaching 35 past the hour here, so you know what time it is. It is our Tradio segment here. If you are looking to purchase, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, now is the time to call in. 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If you've got something that's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Don't hesitate to call in today, or you can also text us at 505-926-1410. That's 505-926-1410. Please feel free to send us any pictures or information on things that are coming up. Don't miss out on this opportunity to announce to us what you're looking to, again, buy, sell, trade, or announce. You're looking for some things to help clean up your house with. Maybe you are even looking for cleaning supplies. A lot of people might have some extra things that they're not using. Or maybe you're looking for particular items that you want to add to your collection, or maybe to gift to someone. Maybe someone's birthday's coming up and you want to gift them a nice gift, something unique, special, something that's maybe even had a previous life to it that's now being repurposed or refurbished. Please feel free to let us know. Phone lines are open, 847-931-1410. That's the number to call. So let's see who has called in. We had a Tradio caller, new one from yesterday. His name is Gary, and he's looking for a typewriter. Now, this is an interesting one here. He wants to type on it. He called in and said, I actually want to type on it, which is actually really cool. We have all the technology nowadays, and maybe sometimes there are people out there who just kind of want to feel a little bit, like nostalgia, maybe back in the past. I mean, the typewriters, they've been around for a while, but they're also cool to have too. I would love to have a typewriter. That would be so cool to have a typewriter. But he is looking for the classical typewriter, the kind, the portable one with the case. It's from the 30s, 40s, 50s in black. You got to really type on the keys, and they're the round or kind of oval cylinder, oval, round, you know what I mean, the typewriters, the old-fashioned typewriters, the typical ones that you see. Old-fashioned typewriters. You know what I mean, all those really cool ones that are out there that are black. The vintage, and I shouldn't even say vintage, I should say even antique ones. Those are really, really cool. I would love to have one. It's just fun to, it's such a cool machine to have too. But that's what he's looking for. If anyone's got them out there, please feel free to reach out to him. He is actually looking to pay a good price on that too. So feel free to reach out. He's looking for a portable one with a case. That number to dial is 847-372-8083. That's 847-372-8083. Again, Gary's looking for a typewriter from the 30s, 40s, or 50s. Classical one to have. A little bit heavy too, though. Another Tradio caller here. Greg's looking for those bicycles, late 1800s to the 70s, parts, pieces, and or accessories in any condition too. He's not too picky. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and diver-style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he'll pay a fair price on those. I'm actually wearing a watch. I don't think it's an Omega one today. What's this one? I paid like $2 for this at the flea market. Let me see. This is a Gruen, a Swiss Gruen watch. I don't know if that's I don't think it's an expensive watch. A Swiss Gruen. I'm not quite sure. I've actually never even looked it up. A Swiss Gruen watch. Yeah, some of them are a little pricey. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to look into this watch I've got on now. But yes, he does look for those watches. He also has a Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle. It runs really good for $99. He's still looking for some old gas tether cars. He has that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker. It's in the color ivory. It comes with 3 cups as well for $425. And then he's also selling 2 Lionel Pioneer Zephyrs. They've got the shiny chrome on them. You might be familiar with what they look like. Kind of similar to ones you see in the Museum of Science and Industry. 4 feet long in excellent condition, so he's got 2 of those. His son is looking for Pokemon cards. Anyone out there who's willing to trade some Pokemon cards or maybe even sell some of them too is looking for them. And then he's also looking to add some extra pieces for a Shuko Disney monorail toy. Not the plastic ones, the vintage ones. Very good quality ones too. Reach out to Greg today for more information. That's 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033 is that number to dial. Another trader caller here. Jeff is looking for trains, parts of trains, preferably cars, but any train memorabilia will also do too. He's also looking for model railroad items, as well as buildings, little figurines, setups, things like that too. So please feel free to reach out to Jeff. Really pretty much anything with model trains he's interested in. That's 630-251-2956. That's 630-251-2956. And finally, we have that Tradio caller in McHenry still selling that RV fridge for $300. Originally paid $900 for it. It's a Dometic AC/DC 2554 LB, 110 volts and 12 volts, and it's LP gas. Perfect for your RV, especially if you're planning on traveling soon. You can reach out to him today. That's 815-245-0670. That's 815-245-0670 is that number to dial. So feel free to reach out. So, of course, if you want to add yourself to the list, 847-931-1410 is that number to dial. Just saw a gentleman walking with shorts on. Yes, shorts on this cold day. You know what? I don't judge those. Some people actually like wearing the shorts on this cold day. It kind of helps to, I don't know, but I try not. I don't even really wear shorts a whole lot, but when I do, it's just because it's so hot outside. Like I have to. But yeah, I got to look into this watch I've got here. I didn't realize some of them were going for quite that. I mean, they're not going for like a ton, but it's like, oh yeah, there is. Oh, there's a actual one that's almost completely identical to the one I have on. Oh, that's interesting. Now someone's selling it on eBay here for $129. Yeah, I have the same watch on, similar to it. That's it. I mean, it just needs a battery. It doesn't work. Yes, I know. Why am I wearing a watch that doesn't work? I wear it for style. It's a men's casual one, but yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, I know why. Because this one comes with the case. That's why. So cool. Yeah, I love researching these watches. There's so many cool watches that you can find too at local flea markets. There's some flea markets that are coming up soon too. Kane County Flea Market on February 28th, which is actually the same day as the Elgin Flea Market at Elgin High School. I just realized that. So they're going to have 2 flea markets the same day. Oh my gosh, that's going to be I'm going to the Elgin High School one. I'll have to skip out on the other one. I'll have to wait and see. Because I think that's February 28th and March 1st. I'll have to double check for the Kane County Flea Market, but oh my goodness, can you find the fleas and stuff there? Taking a look at the time, it is approaching 43 past the hour. We're going to take another quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more. There's still a couple theater performances I wanted to mention here too. A little bit on the events calendar for the ECC Arts Center. Also the Egyptian Theater, which is located in DeKalb. And then we'll also see what are some movies playing too. And with the time remaining, we'll also go through exploreelginaria.com, see what's also coming up as well. Send some reminders out about the MLK Junior events that are currently going on starting today with the 4-part series, panel discussions. It's today. And just passing now, if you heard that on the mic, you might have not, but the city of Elgin has their snowplows out, and they are salting the roads here. So we say a big thank you, of course, to the city of Elgin for making our roads nice and clear as well, too. So thank you so much. Taking a look at the time, 43, almost now 44 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. We'll continue on here on Out to Lunch, talking more local events and things for the local community. Stay tuned.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
When your car's feeling sluggish, don't stress. Just bring it down to Britain's Express Oil and Lube on Larkin Avenue in Elgin. For a fast, friendly 10-minute oil change and a full 18-point inspection, they've got you covered. Whether it's engine service, fluids, filters, or headlight check, they do it right, and they do it fast. Family run, quality service, right in your neighborhood. Swing by today and keep your ride running smooth. Britain's Express Oil and Lube, your car's health partner in Elgin, a proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest. Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day, and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN. Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch. We still have about roughly 11 minutes or so left here of this segment. Don't forget, we're also still doing Tradio, so if you want to call onto the station number here today, that number to dial is 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If you've got something that's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today, as always. And we hope you're enjoying this morning. What was recently posted within the past 24 hours or so? I just got posted here yesterday's Apolitical Talk Show. David Tees was on with the special guest, so that's been posted. Wise Coffee Chat has also been posted. I'm in the works of getting the Roy's Restaurant Week interview from today also posted as well. Let's see what's going on here locally in the Fox River Valley area. There are some things coming up here at the ECC's Arts Center. You can check out their calendar online at eccartscenter.org. Coming up Saturday, January 24th, there's American Grands. This is 31, it says. If I'm correct about those Roman numerals, American Grands 31 is what it is. So, yes, okay, I was correct. That is for its 31st year, this Fox Valley original has a true musical extravaganza flair featuring 12 grand pianos generously provided by Cordogan's Piano Land, and nearly 400 local performers are going to be there too. So that's coming up Saturday, January 24th at 4 p.m. Adults are $30, children 12 and under at $20. Check out more information posted on their website. That is eccartscenter.org/tickets. Saturday, January 31st, they are going to be having the world's foremost gender-skewing comic ballet, Le Ballet Trocadero de Monte Carlo, an all-male ballet company famous for its humorous and highly skilled performances of classical ballet. In over 50 years of dazzling audiences, the Trox parodies traditional ballet in a way that both honors the art form but also playfully critiques its conventions too. Prices, $45 per adult, $20 for children, 12 and under. That's coming up January 31st, and that's at 7 o'clock. You can also check them out on their YouTube channel as well, giving you a little insight on them too, and what they do. So it's fun, it's entertaining. It also shows it shows them dancing here too in a very kind of quite elaborate but also goofy way too, to kind of show you a little bit of that. That looks funny. That looks like a fun performance to check out. So that's coming up Saturday, January 31st, and that is Le Ballet Trocadero de Monte Carlo is coming up here at the ECC's Arts Center. You can also check out the Egyptian Theater in DeKalb, see what's coming up here. Tonight, I'm sorry, that was yesterday. They had Spellbound. They were playing that. Friday, January 16th, they're going to be having Clash of the Tributes Band. That is Journey versus Foreigner. You can still buy tickets. Let's see if there's any space still remaining here. So if you go buy tickets, let's see, that's coming up this Friday. Oh, yes, there's still plenty of seating available. You can check them out. It looks like, I don't think, the balcony looks like it's all sold out. So the balcony is all sold out. But you can check out the main floor. Even closer to the stage, there's still some availability there too. Unless the balcony's blocked off, they are all sold out on the balcony level there for this. It's always fun to go on the balcony. You know, even if you have like those spectacles that you use, the magnifying glass, what is it? I don't know what you call them, but they're the little Victorian glasses that you use. They're like, I don't know. My brain is slipping me on the term now of what they're called. But they're like Victorian theater glasses. Opera glasses. That's what it is. The opera glasses. Those are cool. I would love to own a pair of those. That would be so cool. Like an old opera glass. That would be really cool. But yeah, so that's at the Egyptian Theater in DeKalb. That's right in the downtown area. It's a beautiful theater. It's been around since 1929. I know recently, a couple of years ago, they renovated in there, still keeping it to that beautiful Egyptian style. That's also very much that Art Deco look to it too, which is gorgeous. Even when you walk in there, they still have those older seats, which I love. So definitely check it out. They've got some fun things also coming up throughout the rest of the year. Check this out and more. That's posted on their website. That's EgyptianTheater.org. So those are the performances. Lots of good ones are coming up here too, especially at the start of the season. A lot of people are auditioning for different theatrical performances. Now, of course, it is also a Wednesday to talk about some movies. Let's see what's playing at some of these local movie theaters if you're looking for a nice indoor activity to do on any of the days. Avatar Fire and Ash is playing right now at the Marcus Theaters in Elgin, and also Real D3D. There's also Primate. Now, I've seen trailers for this one. I don't know. It's supposed to be scary. To me, it looks a little humorous. Yeah, this is Ben the monkey, and he's not doing too well. He's not doing too well. I would say it. I would say in reality, it's pretty scary though. If you have a pet monkey that goes, ape. Yeah, because I've heard stories before too, real life stories. So you know what, that probably would be a little creepy. Greenland 2 Migration is playing. Let's see some other ones. Godfrey Rebel with a Cause. I Was a Stranger. The Raha Sab is another one that looks like a comedy. Labyrinth 40th Anniversary is playing tonight at 6:40 p.m. So if you do like that, if you like that movie, is that Jim Henson movie, right? I do believe. Is that right? Labyrinth is a Jim Henson film? It is, yes. Okay, good. I watched it a long time ago when I was very, very little, so I don't really remember much, but I do remember, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Jim Henson film. A couple other ones are coming up here too. Martyr Supreme, that looks like Timothy Chalamet. Is that him? Yes, that's him. A couple other ones that you can check out. Song Sun Blue, we talked a little bit about that on Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, which is another show that's coming up later today from 2 until 4 o'clock. You know what also is still playing? Wicked. Wicked for Good is still playing, the Wicked film. So that one's been in operation in the theaters for quite a while. So if you want to check that one out, of course you can. That's at Marcus Theaters or any of the other local movie theaters to go to. Let's see some other things that are coming up here too. I received news here. This was an hour ago by the Lake and McHenry County Scanner. There was a structure fire in Woodstock. The rescue district is on the scene working on a structure fire in the 1300 block of Clay Street. Working fire upgrade. Response has been requested for additional resources. Now, this was posted an hour ago by the Lake and McHenry County Scanner. The garage is detached from the home. Fire crews report a garage with flames showing, it says. So I'm hoping everyone's okay. The good news is the garage is detached from the home. So that's really good. Back in 2009, our family had a garage fire and our garage is literally attached to our home. So we were lucky enough. We were very fortunate. Our guardian angels were looking out after us that day. And so, yeah, I know how it feels. So they're working on that too. If you want to keep up to date on that, you can find it at the Lake and McHenry County Scanner. They have those live updates on their Facebook page. So again, that was recently posted not too long ago on their page. With the remainder of the time, let's touch base a little bit here with ExploreElginArea.com. The 4-part series is starting today. Today's the first day. We had the 3 lovely ladies on with us yesterday. We had Tina, we had June, and we had Deborah on with us talking about these different series here, and they did a phenomenal job as well. I had a wonderful time speaking with them too. I said, hey, you're welcome back anytime to discuss anything that's happening in the area. You're more than welcome, always here on WRMN. That applies to, of course, anyone as well out there who might be interested in announcing things. But this is a series starting today. It's also on the 21st, the 28th, and February 4th. So if you want to check those out, those are at the Gail Borden Public Library. It's a recurring event. If you want to view more information on that. There's also, again, coming up here, the prayer breakfast, which is coming up January 17th at the Elgin Community College. So you can also view that too. ECC MLK Junior Prayer Breakfast. If you just look it up, you'll be able to find it. I want to double check and make sure that tickets are still available. I'll be announcing these the next couple of days so that you know, especially if there's tickets still available. So yesterday there were 38 tickets remaining. Now it's down to 30 tickets remaining. So it's starting to sell out, folks. If you're interested, you can get those admissions. It's $30 per person. There's 30 remaining for the Dr. King Prayer Breakfast, located, going to be at the the Elgin Community College. And you can keep up to date and follow along with the elginil.gov's website on the 41st annual Dr. MLK Jr. celebration, the other things that are also coming up. I know the youth event's coming up next Monday from 8:30 to noon. Permission slip is still available and required, so check that out. And that's going to be coming up tonight for the panel discussion. That's at 6:30 tonight. So that's 6:30 tonight until 8 p.m. And that's going to be tonight at the Gail Borden Public Library, talking about King as an American theologian and religious leader. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We've got What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn up next on the lineup here on WRMN, talking with Larry Lipson with the Affordable Wine Report. Have a wonderful rest of your day.